All right, buckle up, film fanatics, because we're about to embark on a cinematic journey that's going to make your popcorn taste even better. We're diving deep into some of the greatest films ever made. A list that'll have you nodding along, maybe shedding a tear or two, and definitely wanting to rewatch every single one. So grab your comfiest chair and let's roll the tape.
First up, we have Citizen Kane. Oh, where to even begin with this one? It's not just a film, it's a cinematic earthquake. Orson Welles, a genius really, burst onto the scene with this directorial debut and completely rewrote the rulebook. We follow the enigmatic life of Charles Foster Kane, a newspaper magnate whose dying word, Rosebud, sends us on a wild goose chase through his life. Now, here's the kicker. This film plays with perspective like no other. We see Kane through the eyes of those who knew him, and it's like piecing together a giant, fascinating puzzle. And the deep focus cinematography? Revolutionary. It was like, wait, I can see everything in this shot? It truly redefined storytelling, making you feel like you're right there, peering into every corner of Kane's complex world. Wells's performance as Kane is just magnetic. He shows us a man who reaches the absolute top only to realize that money and power don't buy happiness. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? This film is a timeless exploration of ambition, power, and the loneliness that can come with it. It's a classic for a reason, folks.
Next, let's jet set to the romantic, war-torn city of Casablanca. Rick and Ilsa, is there a more iconic cinematic couple? This film is the very definition of classic Hollywood. It's got everything: romance, suspense, and the perfect dose of wartime intrigue. Humphrey Bogart as the cynical but secretly soft-hearted Rick Blaine, perfection. And Ingrid Bergman as the elegant and conflicted Ilsa, absolutely captivating. Their chemistry just sizzles! You can practically feel the sparks flying off the screen. And that final scene, here's looking at you, kid. I mean, come on! It's one of the most memorable goodbyes in film history, etched into our collective memory forever. Beyond the romance, it's also a sharp commentary on the difficult choices people face during wartime. The dialogue is just phenomenal. We'll always have Paris. This is the start of a beautiful friendship. Honestly, you could make a whole movie just out of the quotable lines from this film. It's a timeless tale of love, sacrifice, and doing what's right even when it breaks your heart.
From romance to the ruthless world of the Corleone family, we arrive at The Godfather. This film, oh boy, it's a masterclass in family, loyalty, and power. Francis Ford Coppola, the maestro, brought Mario Puzo's novel to life in a way that just grips you. Marlon Brando as Vito Corleone, legendary. He's strong, he's vulnerable, he's calculating, truly one of cinema's greatest performances. But the real journey here is Michael Corleone's transformation. Al Pacino is just incredible as he goes from reluctant outsider to the hardened head of the family. His descent into the world of crime is both tragic and, dare I say, inevitable. The pacing is deliberate, building up to moments of shocking violence, but also incredible emotional depth. Those quiet moments between characters are just as powerful as the intense action sequences. This isn't just a gangster film, it's a deep dive into the human condition, what we'll do for family, and the price of power. It's a classic that continues to resonate with audiences, showing us the dark side of ambition and the lasting impact of our choices.
Now prepare for a trip into the cosmos with 2001: A Space Odyssey. Stanley Kubrick, you brilliant, enigmatic man. This film is a mind-bending journey that was utterly unlike anything audiences had ever experienced. Its narrative is so mysterious, its visuals are breathtaking, and that hauntingly minimalist score, just gets under your skin. It starts with an ancient monolith, a symbol of the unknown, popping up throughout human evolution. It's like, what is that thing? Then we're off to Jupiter on Discovery 1, and that's where things get really interesting. HAL 9000, the sentient computer, slowly unravels, giving us one of the most iconic and chilling lines in cinema. "I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that." HAL isn't just a machine. He embodies the tension between humanity and the very technology we create. Kubrick's use of practical effects was revolutionary, making you believe you're actually in space. This film doesn't give you all the answers, and that's the beauty of it. It forces you to think, to ask big questions about artificial intelligence, extraterrestrial life, and humanity's place in the universe. It's a truly profound experience.
From the vastness of space to the darkest corners of human history, we come to Schindler's List. Steven Spielberg delivered a film here that is not only emotionally devastating, but profoundly important. Filmed in stark black and white, it tells the harrowing story of Oskar Schindler, a German businessman who, through remarkable courage and compassion, saved over 1,000 Jewish lives during the Holocaust. Liam Neeson's portrayal of Schindler is absolutely remarkable. You see his transformation from opportunist to a man burdened by the weight of saving lives, and it's just powerful. The film doesn't shy away from the brutal realities of the Holocaust, but it also highlights the incredible resilience of the human spirit. The selective use of color, like the little girl in the red coat, adds such a poignant layer to the emotional impact. And John Williams' haunting score, it's just perfection. This isn't a film you simply watch, it's one you experience, when it stays with you long after the credits roll. It's a reminder of humanity's capacity for both immense evil and incredible good, and the power of one person to make a profound difference.
Let's venture into the sprawling deserts of Arabia with Lawrence of Arabia. David Lean's epic is just monumental. It takes us on a breathtaking journey through World War I, following the complex figure of T.E. Lawrence, played by the magnificent Peter O'Toole. He's charismatic, he's conflicted, he's a leader, he's a human being wrestling with his identity and the consequences of power. The cinematography? Absolutely stunning. Those vast desert landscapes, the iconic long shots of Lawrence on horseback, you feel the sheer scale of it all. But it's not just about the spectacle. Lean delves deep into Lawrence's psychological struggles. O'Toole's performance captures his genius, but also his vulnerability and disillusionment. It explores the complexities of leadership and the delicate alliances he forms. This film isn't just a historical portrait, it's a meditation on idealism and its cost. It truly transports you to another time and place, leaving you in awe of both the historical scope and the personal journey.
Now for a story that truly embodies hope and friendship, The Shawshank Redemption. This film, based on a Stephen King novella, is one of those movies that just sticks with you. We follow Andy Dufresne, wrongly convicted, navigating the brutal world of Shawshank Prison, and his friendship with Red, played by the incomparable Morgan Freeman, is truly the heart of the film. Tim Robbins as Andy is just a masterclass in quiet strength and intelligence. He doesn't just endure, he transforms his environment, bringing dignity and a glimmer of hope to the bleakness. The slow burn of Andy's escape plan, absolutely masterful. And that final reveal, so incredibly satisfying. The film's theme of redemption, captured in that iconic line, "Get busy living or get busy dying," is a mantra for life itself. It's about perseverance, the human capacity for hope even in the darkest of times, and the power of human connection. It reminds us that even when all seems lost, hope can still shine through.
Tell the following story in a fast, fun, warm style as if you're talking to a group of people listening to Top Movies to Watch podcast. Note that all sentences in for clarification of how you should react, you must do exactly what I note, but not repeat all sentences in for clarification of how you should react. Prepare for a dizzying descent into obsession with Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo. This psychological thriller is haunting, unsettling, and just brilliant. James Stewart plays Scotty Ferguson, a retired detective who becomes dangerously obsessed with a woman named Madeline. It's a deep dive into unrequited love and the destructive nature of obsession. Hitchcock, the master of suspense, uses striking cinematography, including that famous spiraling dolly zoom to mirror Scotty's descent into madness. It's more than a thriller, it's a psychological exploration of how trauma can distort our perception of reality. Stewart's performance is one of his finest, making Scotty a tragic figure consumed by his own demons, and Kim Novak in her dual role, captivating and mysterious. This film blurs the line between reality and illusion, keeping you on the edge of your seat and questioning everything. It's a dark, disturbing, and utterly captivating look at the human psyche.
Step right up to the glitzy yet dark world of Hollywood with Sunset Boulevard. Billy Wilder's sharp critique of Hollywood's superficiality is a masterpiece. We meet Joe Gillis, a struggling screenwriter who gets entangled with Norma Desmond, a faded silent film star desperately clinging to her past glory. Gloria Swanson is Norma Desmond, legendary. She embodies the tragic delusion of a woman who refuses to accept her time in the spotlight is over. Her unforgettable line, I am big. It's the pictures that got small. It's chillingly brilliant, reminding us how fleeting fame can be. The film's cynical tone, its Noir-style cinematography with those dark shadows, just adds to the sense of impending doom. This isn't just a Hollywood story, it's a commentary on society's obsession with fame and youth, and the harsh reality of what happens when both fade away. It's a sobering, yet endlessly fascinating look at the price of stardom.
Now, let's journey back in time to the sweeping epic that is Gone with the Wind. This iconic film, set during the American Civil War, is a monumental tale of survival, heartbreak, and resilience. Scarlett O'Hara, played by the unforgettable Vivien Leigh, is a force of nature. Her passionate love for Ashley and then her tumultuous romance with Clark Gable's charismatic Rhett Butler, it's just epic. Leigh's portrayal of Scarlett is simply iconic. She perfectly balances that headstrong determination with a vulnerability as she navigates a changing world. And Gable's Rhett, with his wit and charm, is the perfect foil. Their dynamic is legendary, culminating in that famous line, "Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn." The lush Technicolor cinematography, from the grand plantations to the fiery battlefields, is breathtaking. Despite some historical controversies, this film's storytelling power on a grand scale is undeniable. It's a film that has captivated generations, reminding us of love, loss, and survival in the face of immense historical upheaval.
Tell the following story in a fast, fun, warm style, as if you were talking to a group of people listening to Top Movies to Watch podcast. Note that all sentences in parentheses, for clarification of how you should react, you must do exactly what I note, but not repeat all sentences in parentheses. Prepare for a descent into the heart of darkness with Apocalypse Now. Francis Ford Coppola's cinematic odyssey into the Vietnam War is a truly nightmarish psychological journey. We follow Captain Willard on a mission to assassinate the rogue Colonel Kurtz, played by the mesmerizing Marlon Brando, who has gone utterly mad in the Cambodian jungle. The iconic imagery, the surreal helicopter attack set to Wagner, the eerie fog-filled jungle creates an atmosphere of dread that you can practically feel. Brando's performance as Kurtz is chillingly mesmerizing. He's a man who has completely embraced the darkness within himself, abandoning all morality. His philosophical monologues, they really make you think about the futility and madness of war. This isn't just a war film. It's a profound exploration of the human psyche, the nature of violence, and the terrifying breakdown of order. It's a film that stays with you long after the final haunting images fade.
And finally, let's end our journey with a timeless classic that brings us home, The Wizard of Oz. This definitive American fantasy film is pure magic. We all know Dorothy, swept away from Kansas by a tornado into the vibrant, magical land of Oz. Along with her friends, the Scarecrow, Tin Man, and Cowardly Lion, she embarks on a journey to meet the wizard. The film's use of Technicolor is legendary. That transition from sepia-toned Kansas to the explosion of color in Oz? Iconic. Judy Garland's performance as Dorothy is synonymous with innocence and hope, and her rendition of Somewhere Over the Rainbow still gives me chills. This film resonates with all ages because its themes of self-discovery, friendship, and the importance of home are universal. It's a film that continues to enchant and inspire, leaving an indelible mark on Hollywood and in our hearts.
And there you have it, folks, a whirlwind tour through some of the most influential and beloved films of all time. Which one are you rewatching tonight? Or perhaps, which one are you discovering for the very first time? Let me know.